All right, we're leaving Sunset Point and heading down towards the area where the animals used to be. I'll try a few things with this now. Don't know if it'll work or not. Probably will cost me my iPad. Once upon a time, when I was in my 20s, there was a family of raccoons who started coming out of the woods here at night, and the local people knew all about it, and they'd come out here with appropriate raccoon food, you know, vegetables, carrots, things like that. And it was a lot of fun. You'd come out here, the raccoons would come down, you'd throw them the food, you'd watch them, take a picture, no harm, no foul. And then we had some tourists who came around the island, and they thought it was really, really cute that the raccoons were there, but they didn't realize that you can't give wild animals sugar without getting them real riled up. So one of the nice young people in the car gave the raccoon a Twinkie. And the raccoon promptly went into a sugar frenzy and started scratching and clawing at the little kid for more Twinkies. And of course the family was terrified and reported the wild animal attacked their daughter. And pretty soon when he drove around the island, there weren't a family of raccoons there anymore. And I blame the tourists. Sorry about that. Something that should have been fun and no harm for everybody became a problem because people didn't understand wild animals are wild animals. And of course, if I sound old and bitter and grumpy, I really enjoyed feeding those raccoons. Now we're just cruising around the same area. I think it's a little bit too early to see deer here, but we'll see. Again, you can't get an idea of how magnificent those trees are because the sun's not shining through them, but even in the rain and the gray, they are magnificent, fantastic, stupendous. There aren't words. And I got a bunch of people behind me, so I got to start going faster. Anyway, as I said, the island is about my most favorite spot on the earth. I remember being a kid, you drove around the island, it was the high point of the day, and then you always tried to get your dad to go around again. And of course he never would. Except one time he was feeling silly and he decided he'd take us around again. We thought we'd won the trifecta of going around the island. We got to do it twice in one night. Mind you, for those people who have a more sophisticated type of entertainment, keep in mind this was Marquette. Before the internet, before computers, before video everywhere. We took what pleasure we could in very simple things, like going around the island. And for those of you wondering why I have a stuffed turtle on my dashboard, turtles are my totem animal. They're very good luck, and they're good luck to just about every culture that ever existed. So I adopted them as my totem animal based on my last job where I dealt with people from all over the world. Okay, time for a break.